send you the video to be it more useful for you. Okay, so now we have this one. We have, as you remember, we can use this replit Java. So, for example, I can write here string a hello, string b world, and do something like this. As you remember, we have this Java main Java. So okay, so if it doesn't say anything, then it's okay, then it works. So it outputs hello world. So also plus, we can use plus with text and it will concatenate it. Concatenate means like putting all together. Also we can do something like this and it will be okay. I have this plus symbols. Then we have okay, that's also same. Input and output is input and output is like our program will read some data and will output some data. So actually most of programs do something like this. It reads some data and then output the result. So for example, it can be like you call taxi and you put input will be like from where to which point, and the output will be which taxi will come for you. So it's like a small example. So any program, actually in most of cases, it reads some input data and then outputs. System method, we can use this system out println method prints the given string. So it reads, it outputs the data. Now, if you want to command line input, we will need this args0 and args1. In your program, it is, I will show it later, but here it will be something like this. So if I want to write here some program, like for example, if I want name, okay, it says error, I will explain it later. So I write my name and says hello world, because this is after the name of program, we write these arguments and then they are stored in args0. So if I want to make two name and surname, yes, I will need what? String surname equal to args what? 1. So this is argument 0, this is argument 1. Yes, you type after at runtime. So this can be here you can add many attributes like hundreds, thousands. How do we give an integer as command line input? So for example, you want to make a calculator. You enter two numbers and it must output the sum of these two numbers. How you will do this? So for example, let me open calculator Java. So okay, so it can be okay. So this is the very simplest calculator, yes, but we want to read these numbers. We wrote this number 7 and 3 inside of program, but we want user to enter numbers. Okay. So what is the problem? So I want to do something like this: Java calculator three plus 5, and it must output 10. So here we use it args0. If I write here args0, it will say what? Yeah, it will save. It says incompatible types string cannot be converted to int. What does it mean? That this is int, this is string. So we cannot put string inside of int. So we need to convert string to int. So to do this, we have this command integer.parseInt. Okay, it compiled. It doesn't say any error. Calculator 5 plus 3. It says 8. Okay. Maybe any questions? No? So this is the again example. Data type. So I showed you last time, I think is plus, minus, division, multiplication, and these operations. So we can use this one. Also, let me show some code. Okay, let me show. So it will be somehow different. uh, will be the result different or same, or what will be the result? Ah, yes. So sorry. We should enter the numbers. Yes. So for example, if I write here, так. So for example, I enter 5 and 3. What will be the result? 8. Okay, let's see. 5 plus 3. Why it is working like this? First one, we understand it's okay for us, yes? So this one is 8. But here is 53. Why? Because in system out println, when you plus string and integer, then it is this x becomes also string. So it is like 5 string and then 3. So if plus 3 in strings will be what? 53. So let me show, like, let's say string 5, string v 3. Yeah, sorry. 5, 4, 3. So it shows 53. Yes, so because of it, when you use system out println, try to take do not make operations here or make it as variable or something like this, because sometimes it will show 53 instead of it. In parentheses also string, but it first calculated. So int plus int is int, but string plus int will be string. 8 is also string. Yes, 8 will be also string. Так, no double values. Okay. Typical double values are approximations. So double, we know double, it's not whole numbers. So if you 6 divide by 2, 6 divide by 5, it will be 1.2, but it is actually not always correct. So if it says 1, it may be 1 dot 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 00001 or something like this. So this, for example, this will be 6667. At some point it will stop. So mod square root of 2 will be this number. So it is approximations, not exact numbers. Also, for example, which numbers? Some numbers will be like you write 1.3, it will not be always 1.3, it will be 1.30001 or something like that. So it may not be equal to number. Other built-in operation numeric types I showed you last time, I think, short, float, and long. So in short, let me show you. Do you know game Civilization? Цивилизация. Yes, it's game. It's pretty old game. So we have int a and we can put any numbers here, but we also have short int, or even I think tiny ones. Okay, short int a, it is maximum 65,000, I think. What is 2 to the power 15? 32,000. Oh, short example, sorry. Hmm? Да, sorry. Okay, if I make something like this, let's try this one. Так, окей. Why doesn't it work? Short maximum. Okay, maybe something like this. Yes, yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, I want to show you something, but I... Okay, so I tried to you show something. So in integers or in short, it's max. So there is some maximum. If you make it +1, it will start from the end, from minus side. So its range is from minus 32,000 to plus 32,000. If you take plus some number, it will start from the end. So because of it, this is important to know what is the limits for numbers.
What do you mean? Start.
Short unsigned civilization. Okay, what is the civilization? Exam. Yes, yes. So there is a game which is called Civilization. It's very old game. So there was some Gandhi personage from India. So he was like, there was some integer peacefulness. Is he wants to fight or do not fight? So he had very little peacefulness. So he wanted not to fight. It was near to zero. So others were like 100, etc. His was very small. And when something occurs, like here, it's called democracy, his peacefulness takes -10. So it was like this. Peacefulness was short and it was, for example, 4. When democracy occurs, so it is not Java code, but see, it will be like peacefulness -10. Okay, so it should be what? -4, -6, no? And but it was, this peacefulness was unsigned short. What does it mean unsigned? Unsigned means that it's not there is no minus signs. But when you make unsigned to minus, it will be very big. So it's like okay, let me show this example. Life like is int integer max value. So for example, this is one. System out println a. So this is number, it's max value. If I make something like this, int b, a plus 1, system out println v, it will be minus. Okay, so it is because how it is organized. So if after the biggest number, it starts with what? With smallest number, and again we can loop forever. Oh, so the same thing was in civilization. His number was minus, but there is no minus, so it started from the biggest number, like 255. So because of this, in game it was like making the not as they wanted to be. Okay, it's not it was like bug. Okay, so now we also have some functions. Functions are like some ready code, so that you do not need to write yourself. You just give it some numbers and it do it for you. So for example, do you know module or absolute value? What is absolute value? If it is less than 0, it will show on the real part. Это module. In our countries it's called module. So for example, I have int x minus, okay, it says 123. It removes minus. So this is all functions. So ups, max, it takes two numbers. and returns which of them is bigger. Minimum, sine, cosine, tangents, exponential in something like e to the power of a, logarithm power is 3 to the power of 4, so it will return like if I say okay, let's something new. So it will show 3 to the power of 4. That 81 square root корень double e double p. You can also do this quadratic equation discriminant by using here. Okay, now let's do this with this one. So this is boolean. We have values true and false. So v1 true. Okay, so this is small letter. So it is only two values, true or false. And we can do something like this. System out println v1 and v2. What will be the result? True and false is what? True and false? It's false, because to be true, the two must be true. So we also have system out. So it says that and this and means that two of them must be true. If one of them is not true, then all false. Also we have this one, v1 and v2. And means or v1 or v2. What does it mean? Or one of them must be true. So here two of them must be true, but here at least one of them must be true. So it will be just so first will be false, second will be true. Also we have okay, sorry. We also have this one, exclamation. So it will be, if I write here system out println, it's negation. So it is opposite. If b1 is true, result will be false. If b1 is false, result will be true. Okay, so this is how it works. So for example, here you see a is true. If a is true, if a is false, negation, this will be false, this will be true. opposite yes. If A is false, B false, then A and B will be false. A or B will be false. A, B will be false, true, etc. So
Teacher, where we can find this book?
huh?
Where we can find this book?
I will send you. Так, окей. Так, I showed this to you. Also, here you see that two ends. We can use two ends and one end. There is no difference now. Also, there is this signs equal, not equal. So let me show.
What does public statement?
Okay, good question. So for beginning, you should only remember it, just like magic words. But after some time, I will explain because now we don't. It's no we. I cannot explain you, but it's like all code in Java will start with this public static void main. Okay, so we can do something like this. Let's remove this one. So we can use something like if. If means if A equal to B, it will say A and B are equal. We can also use else. Так. Ой, sorry. Ой, again. A and B are equal. So if I put 10, it will be are not equal. Also, we can say something like this. A less than B. So it will be if it is less than B. Also, we have this one equal to or bigger. So if they are equal, they will be A and B are equal. But for example, if one of them will be A will be 10, A will be 10, it will be A and B are equal. But if it is less, so for example 4, it will be A and B are not equal. Also, this look at this comments. Also, there is not equal. If it is not equal, do something. Also, do you know leap year? Leap year. Leap year is when it has 29 February. No? It's like each fourth year, 4 years. But also, it is not like if it is divided by 100, it's not leap year. And if it is divided by 400, it is leap year. Okay, so for example, in this year there was no 29 February, but here it was because it is divided by 400. So today we can write this code. So it is like, if it is divisible by 4, so this means that if you divide by 4, it is 0. And if you divide by 100, it's not 0, it is leap year. And also you can say or year 400. Okay, we can go to the break, and after break we can continue.